outside the city of Jerusalem, a man was executed in one of the most famous deaths in human history. His name was Jesus of Nazareth. His followers called him the Son of God. His enemies saw him as a threat, and the Roman government sentenced him to death. But one question has remained for nearly 2,000 years. Who killed Jesus? Every investigation begins with evidence, and this case has no shortage of it. The gospel accounts describe a chain of events involving betrayal, accusations, political pressure, and an execution that changed the course of history. To solve this case, we must examine every piece of evidence. Who was responsible? Was it Judas Iscariot, the religious leaders, Pontius Pilate, Rome, or was there something deeper happening? Tonight we open case file number 1, who killed Jesus? The first clue leads us to one of Jesus' own disciples. His name was Judas Iscariot. Judas was not a stranger. He was one of the 12 men chosen by Jesus. But according to the Gospel of Matthew, Judas made a decision that would change history. Matthew chapter 26 tells us, "Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went unto the chief priests." Judas agreed to betray Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. The evidence is clear. Judas played a role in bringing Jesus to his enemies. But the question remains, was Judas the one who killed Jesus? Or was he only one piece of a much larger case? After Jesus was arrested, he was brought before the religious authorities. The chief priests and elders believed Jesus had committed blasphemy. They questioned him about his identity. Was he really the Christ? Was he really the Son of God? The leaders believed they had found their reason to condemn him, but there was a problem. They did not have the authority to carry out a Roman execution. For that, they needed Rome. The investigation now leads us to the Roman governor of Judea, Pontius Pilate. Pilate was the man with the authority to approve a Roman execution. When Jesus was brought before him, the accusations changed. The religious leaders presented Jesus not only as a religious figure, but as someone claiming to be a king. In Luke chapter 23, they accused Jesus, saying, "We found this fellow perverting the nation, saying that he himself is Christ, a king." For Rome, this was not a small accusation. A person claiming kingship could be viewed as a challenge to Caesar's authority. Pilate questioned Jesus. He asked, "Art thou the king of the Jews?" Jesus answered that his kingdom was not of this world. Pilate examined the evidence, and according to the gospel accounts, he did not find Jesus guilty of a crime deserving death. The crowd demanded, "Crucify him." Pilate faced a decision. Would he release a man he believed was innocent, or would he give in to the demands of the people? The Gospel of Mark records, "So Pilate, willing to content the people, released Barabbas unto them, and delivered Jesus to be crucified." The verdict was given. Jesus would be executed. The final physical act was carried out by Roman soldiers. Crucifixion was a Roman method of execution. It was designed to bring suffering and to publicly demonstrate the power of the empire. The soldiers mocked Jesus. They placed a crown of thorns on his head. They led him outside the city to a place called Golgotha, and there, Jesus was crucified. From a historical perspective, Rome carried out the execution. A Roman governor authorized it. Roman soldiers performed it. But the investigation is not finished because Jesus himself made a statement that changes how we view this entire case. Before his arrest, Jesus told his disciples that his death was not something that happened beyond his control. In John chapter 10, Jesus said, "No man taketh it from me, but I lay it down of myself." According to the New Testament, Jesus was not simply a victim of political events. He understood his death as part of a greater purpose. Matthew chapter 20 says, "The Son of Man came to give his life a ransom for many." The evidence reveals many people involved. Judas betrayed him, the religious leaders accused him, the crowd demanded his execution, Pilate authorized it, Rome carried it out. But the Bible presents one more layer to the case. So, who killed Jesus? Historically, Jesus was executed by Roman crucifixion under the authority of Pontius Pilate. The gospel accounts show that Judas, the religious leaders, and the crowd all played roles leading to his death. But the New Testament presents the cross as more than an execution. It presents it as a sacrifice. Isaiah chapter 53 says, "He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities." The Bible's final answer is not simply that Jesus was killed by someone. It is that Jesus willingly gave his life. The case is closed, but the investigation continues. This has been Bible Detective.